Hi friends, Emily Fletcher here from Ziva, and today I want to share with you some of my favorite travel tips so that you can arrive at your destination rested, sparkly, shiny, and ready to perform at the top of your game. So for a person who sits quietly in a chair for a living, I tend to travel quite a lot. And while I love traveling and I'm incredibly thankful for the opportunity to get to speak at conferences and teach companies to meditate, I do not love what travel can do to the body. Did you know that most plains are drier than the Sahara Desert? The average humidity in the Sahara Desert is 23%. The average humidity on airplanes is 10%. So basically anything you can do to rehydrate your body on the plane is going to really make a difference when you arrive. Also, anytime the human body moves faster than it can run, you're burning up something called adaptation energy. Now, what is adaptation energy? It's basically your body's ability to handle a demand, and travel is certainly demanding on the body. Think about the last time you took a road trip, right? After 5-6 hours, you arrive and you're exhausted, but all you were doing was sitting there. So why is that? It's because your brain and your eyes are having to adapt to receiving all of these images and moving through space so quickly. So multiply that times a lot, and that's flying. Right? You're moving through space incredibly quickly. You've got the dehydration of the plane. You're changing time zones. You've got the stress of getting to the airport. And if your flights are anything like mine, you have about 1,000 crying babies on your plane. So this can do a bit of a number on your body. So I want to share with you guys my number one favorite tool to help with jet lag. Not surprisingly, it is, wait for it, meditation. I know that's going to come as no surprise considering I'm a meditation teacher, but here's the thing. When you meditate, you're giving your body rest that's up to 5 times deeper than sleep. So that deep rest can help to refill your reservoirs of adaptation energy so that you're handling the demand of the travel more elegantly and you're more rested and ready to rock when you arrive. Here's my recommended dosage of meditation for traveling. I recommend 20 minutes on takeoff and 20 minutes on landing. Now that's in addition to your regular meditation practice. It's gonna be a ton of meditation on travel days, but I promise that it's worth it. I can't promise an eradication in jet lag, but I've personally noticed about an 80 to 90% reduction. And that's flying from New York to Australia, London, and countless times back and forth from New York, LA. It feels like magic, but it's not magic. So if you don't know how to meditate yet, I would recommend you head over to zivamind.com, and that's gonna give you a step-by-step, in-depth 8-day instruction so that you can meditate anywhere, anytime. Also, as a part of Ziva Mind, we have this guided visualization called Ziva Travels. So if you tend to be a white knuckle traveler, meaning that you're white knuckling your martini or your Xanax on takeoff and landing, this is a guided visualization so that you can use my voice to help guide you into and out of a bit of rest on takeoff and landing. So now I want to share with you what I personally bring with me on my trips. So my very favorite travel tool is earplugs. You can get them for $2 at your local drugstore. I personally recommend Heroes because they're squishy, they're soft, they don't hurt your ears, and they block out a lot of sound. I also recommend a sleep mask. I like to get a furry, soft, fuzzy one. This way, if your neighbor is opening and closing their window, it won't be interrupting your meditation or your nap. Now, when I fly, I tend to get pretty sloppy and lazy with my meditation. I'll meditate and then I'll go into a nap and I'll wake up, have some water, meditate into a nap, and just let my body really tell me what it needs as far as rest goes. I also recommend that instead of buying a plastic water bottle in the airport, that you bring a thermos with you. This way you can bring it through security empty and then fill it up at a water fountain, or better yet, go to a coffee shop inside of the airport and have them fill it up with hot water. Sipping on hot water during the flight can help to rehydrate you because it's easier for your body to absorb that warm water than it is cold water. Also, it can keep your body from getting acidic. When we get hungry, your body tends to get acidic, so sipping on the hot water helps with that. Also, you don't want to be eating a ton of food while you're flying because it's hard to digest your food when your body is changing pressure. So the hot water can help with that, plus keep you hydrated. On the hydration tip, I like to bring a little hand cream with me and just put it on throughout the flight so that I don't look like an alligator when I arrive. I also love to travel with Rosewater. This is incredibly hydrating and the scent is not strong enough that it's going to disturb your neighbor. Now this bottle's obviously too big to bring through security, so I will pack a little travel bottle of it. And you just spray it throughout the flight Not only does it help to moisturize the skin, but you can breathe in that moisture and it helps to moisturize your nasal passages. So this has been a game changer for me. This is simply saline solution, and I'll use it 3-4 times throughout the flight. I'll just inhale it and it helps to moisturize your nasal cavities. Now here's the thing that happens when you get really dehydrated on a plane. It can dry out your nasal cavities, which disallows your body from filtering bacteria and viruses, which is why we tend to get more sick after a flight. So this can really help with your immune function. Also, we made our own little Ziva blend, but this has lavender oil in it. And lavender is a natural antibacterial, and you can actually put it on your skin. So if you tend to be a very nervous flyer, or if you tend to get sick a lot, you can put this on your pulse points. You can put a little right in your hands. And not only is it antibacterial, but you can also rub it on your hands and just breathe it in. And it has a little nice healing aromatherapy effect, brings you back into your body, into the right now. Plus it smells really nice, and again, it's not offensive enough that it's going to make your neighbors angry. This is simply just a cocoa butter stick. You can get one at the drugstore for a couple of dollars, and I'll put it on my lips so they don't get chapped. I'll use it as an eye cream. I'll sometimes put it right around my nose to keep that skin moisturized. But if you only had one moisturizing skin thing to travel with, this is a nice, cheap, and easy one, and you can get them in a way that they don't smell at all. I love snacks. My husband always makes fun of me because he's like, you are so snacktastic. And while it's not a great idea to eat a ton of food on the flight, I do like to bring things with me so I'm not eating airport food. So I will just cut up some raw, grass-fed organic cheese and bring some organic apples and put them in a little bag and just snack on them throughout the flight. That's a nice combination of carbs and protein. Now for your in-flight entertainment. I like to bring my Kindle because I'm currently reading the Mahabharata, which is a 27,000 page book, so it's giant, and I don't like to put that in my luggage. So I'll bring my Kindle, and then whatever I feel inspired to read, I will read on the plane. I know that a lot of people love their noise canceling headphones. So if you're watching movies or if you're listening to music, this can help you to feel like you're not surrounded by 300 strangers. And then last but not least, I like a multi-purpose shawl. Now you can use this, you can ball it up and just use it as a pillow if you don't want to travel with an actual pillow. You can use it as a scarf to keep your neck and lungs wrapped up, or you can just wrap it all the way around you like a shawl. Or if you really want to give your neighbors a hint that you're meditating, you can just put it over you and make a little meditation cocoon like this. Or you just wear it like a scarf. So once you arrive at your destination, I recommend kicking off your shoes and getting your feet on the actual earth as soon as you can. This is going to help to repolarize you to the new location. And then once you arrive, if possible, I recommend taking a bath. Submerging your body in water helps to get some of that trapped air out of the body. Because when we go up into the sky, the pressure changes, our body expands, and then we land, our body contracts. And that can sometimes get a little air bubbles trapped in your neck. That's sometimes why your neck will go out after flying. So if you can take a bath or go to a spa or get into a pool when you arrive at your destination, that's really going to help with that. Also, finally, I recommend watching the sunrise or watching the sunset in your new destination. That's going to help to reset your body clock so that your jet lag passes more quickly. All right, friends, I really hope that these tips have been helpful for you. Let us know how your next journey goes. Send us a tweet over at Ziva Meditation on Twitter. And if you meditate on the plane, you can join our public display of meditation campaign, and you can simply post the picture to Instagram with the hashtag ZivaPDM. Public display of meditation. All right, friends, happy traveling, and I'll see you soon.